US Secretary of State Marco Rubio met with his Quad counterparts, India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar, Japan's Takeshi Iwaya and Australia's Penny Wong. And this happened at the US Department of State. Now, the grouping, which has been around for more than 15 years, is seen as a major strategy of the four democracies to counter China's growing assertiveness and vast territorial claims in the Indo-Pacific region. This includes all of the strategically important South China Sea region and the democratic self-governing island of Taiwan. The foreign ministers were in Washington to attend President Donald Trump's inauguration. In a joint statement after their meeting in Washington, D.C., the Quad foreign ministers said they strongly oppose any unilateral actions that seek to change the status quo by force or coercion. They said in the statement they are at present preparing for the next Quad leaders summit hosted by India. Rubio also separately met the three foreign ministers, starting with Dr. S. Jaishankar. In a post on social media later, Jaishankar said he and Rubio reviewed US and India's extensive bilateral partnership and also exchanged views on a wide range of regional and global issues. Jaishankar also met with US National Security Advisor Mike Waltz at the White House and discussed strengthening friendship to ensure mutual benefit and enhance global stability and prosperity. And to get us the latest, our Assistant Editor for Foreign Affairs, Siddhant Sibal, joins me live from New Delhi. Siddhant, now the fact that newly appointed State Secretary met with the Quad foreign ministers jointly and individually, does that reflect any sense of urgency for the Indo-Pacific as far as Trump 2.0 is concerned?
Well, essentially, yes, but it also shows the priorities of the Trump administration, the second Trump administration, which is, of course, a non-consecutive term for Donald Trump. But if you look at the history of Quad, this is a grouping that was essentially revived by Donald Trump himself in his first term when he met with the Quad leaders on the sidelines of the Manila ASEAN summit. So essentially, thereafter, we saw how there was this focus on the revival of Quad, and thereafter we saw essentially the Quad being elevated to the summit level, and of course now the Quad foreign ministers meeting with a focus on Indo-Pacific and other related issues and subjects.
Siddhant, now this meeting came, I would say, within hours of the appointment of the official inauguration ceremony. It was quick to happen jointly as well as individually. And Xi Jinping was also invited to this. Of course, he wasn't there in person. How do you feel China would be viewing this recent meeting?
Essentially, the fact that all the Quad foreign ministers were invited showcases that how the Trump administration was reaching out to these countries, and essentially the fact that Xi Jinping was invited, he of course sent his own representative, shows that there is focus by the Trump administration when it comes to reaching out with China as well. But all in all, interesting days ahead when it comes to this particular grouping.
Interesting days ahead indeed. Thanks so much, Siddhant, for getting us the latest. Siddhant Sibal, our Assistant Editor for Foreign Affairs, getting us the latest from New Delhi.